Today's show is brought to you by Fiverr. Fiverr is a service where, frankly, you can outsource a lot of tasks to someone else and have them do it very inexpensively. If you've ever watched or observed the show notes, not the show notes, but the transcriptions for this show, what you'll see is work that's been done by someone I've hired on Fiverr. I've also had editing for my books done on Fiverr. I've had a variety of different functions done there, and I've done it for years. It saves a lot of time, it's very inexpensive, and I'll just simply say use the link in the show notes. It helps support the advertiser and lets them know that this show has meaning for you. And with that, we'll be back in just one moment. This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 2191. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Today's show is one I pulled from my archives of shows from a number of years ago. The advice is evergreen, and it talks about how you can get more interviews out of your resume. Hope you find it helpful and give it a great review wherever you listen to it, and we'll be back in just one moment. Support from today's show comes from Incorporate. Incorporate's a site where, surprise, you can incorporate a business. Use the link in the show notes, thebiggameHunter.us/incorporate. And they are a fairly priced firm. After all, if you're starting a business, or you have a friend who's going to start a business, or a member of your family that's starting a business, you got to do it the legal way. Incorporate will do it for you. And with that, we'll be back in just one moment.
Let me just start by asking, do you like receiving spam? You know, all that garbage that we receive in email, thousands and thousands of pieces that waste our time. It's ridiculous. I don't like receiving it any more than you do. But most people are too lazy to tailor their resume to fit the job that they're submitting their resume for. Instead, what most people do is they flip their resumes like they're burgers at a fast food restaurant. Over and over again, they're spamming resumes that are a colossal waste of time. And I don't know about you, but I'm reading 300 resumes a day. I don't have a lot of time to waste. And my clients are asking me to find specific people. Now, if you think I'm going to call up 300 people to ask them, hi, have you done this? Hi, have you done that? I'm not. I don't have the time. You know, do the math on my schedule. I'm staring at, on light day, 150 resumes plus emails following up on job interviews from client managers that are trying to find out more about people that they've interviewed. You know, there's a lot of work that I do. I don't really have time for this. So what I think you'll find is if you take the time to tailor your resume to demonstrate the fit that your experience has with the job requirement, in your resume, you're going to get a lot more results. Now, you may say, I don't really know a lot about the job. I need to know more in order to tailor it. Bull. What you have is a job description that you saw. You saw something on the web that prompted you to send a resume. You didn't just gratuitously send it. Tailor your resumes. Use the keywords that you saw in the job description in order to tailor the resume. I'm telling you, you're going to get results. You're not going to waste people's time. And if you think your background doesn't fit, you can politely send your resume saying, I saw this job. I don't know if I'm perfect for it, but this is what my background has that fits it. This is where I'm not sure. And if you just want to send resumes to people who are in your area, and by that I mean who are recruiting for positions that are like the work that you do, like you're an engineer of a specific type, and I can go through the 20 different criteria of engineering that your background might have, and you're seeing a job description, and you want to just put a resume in a recruiter's hand, you know, in the subject line, put the phrase on spec. Don't just simply submit it as though your background fits a particular job. All you're doing is wasting people's time. And if you do that with corporations, do you think you're going to get results? I don't. If you do it with third-party recruiters, all that's happening is they're either hitting the delete key or they're importing it into their database. You know, come on, save us all some time. So my advice for today is tailor your resume. Make the fit obvious. Pretend that a 4-year-old is going to read the resume, because frankly, there are a lot of recruiters who have the experience of 4-year-olds and not much more. And Do that and you're going to get more results.
So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few things I can do to help you with your job search beyond simply being your coach. First of all, I've got a new book out called The Right Answers to Tough Interview Questions. It is like a cookbook with answers to tons of interview questions that you're going to be asked on interviews. And if you pair it up with my other new book, The Ultimate Job Interview Framework, they are a terrific pair of books to help you with interviewing. In addition, I have a new service where you can practice mock interviews. If you go to thebiggameHunter.us/mock, I've got a service there, very inexpensive, like $99, where we have mock interviews set up. I'm going to be adding more to it very soon, but you can record your answers to them, and then I can critique them and help you perform better on them. You probably have noticed my show notes are pretty thorough with products and services that can help you with your search. And connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/thebiggamehunter. Lastly, my website has a ton of great information. That's thebiggamehunter.us. Now, if you're not ready to go there and go through the blog, put the address in your phone, thebiggamehunter.us, Jeff Altman. So this way, when you're ready to go, you have a way of getting back to my website. Hope you have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great!